Namaste to all of you from Dhananjaya Kumar, and welcome to this video dealing with students and teachers of House of Wisdom, Pragyalay. So you may have noticed as teachers, as everyone else has noticed as parents, families and the whole society, that somehow the regular school education system has become increasingly a difficult and complicated place for children. Why I say so is because the evaluation system, the grading system, numerical grading or alphabetical grading, A, B, C, D, or 100%, 80%, 90%, 80, 70, all that. That brings some tension and stress, not only among students, but among their families as well. Because all children have unique special capability. They all can grow into intelligent, creative, imaginary members of society. But in the process of education, year after year, and sometimes many times in a year, they are graded. You are good, you are not so good, you are bad. And compared with other children. That disregards and disrespects their unique talent. Some kids may be brighter in some subjects and not very much interested in others, whereas the other children may be different. So the special, unique qualities and talents of children tend to be somewhat ignored, and all are measured according to the same yardstick. They are ranked in comparison with others. So what happens psychologically? That those children who score high marks, they think that they are more intelligent, smarter than all the other class fellows. So they develop an ego, and sometimes maybe a really false ego, that it was a coincidence or a lucky combination of events that they happened to remember something in the exam and other children were not sure about it, so they made a mistake. So the high scoring children tend to have a superiority complex, and everyone with superiority complex is not necessarily superior, but they develop an ego that, look, I am better than everybody else, which is in the long run going to harm them. On the other hand, those other students who don't score very well, what happens to them? They feel bad. They are psychologically disturbed that I'm not good enough to win this class. Look, that and that and that, so many students got better marks than I. So they develop an inferiority complex unnecessarily. They may be very bright and intelligent, but the testing, scoring system does not recognize uniqueness. It's like an factory assembly operation. Everybody is cut to size and must fit into a pattern, which is kind of unfair. And not only me, but many scholars have said the same thing. And there have been many studies, research studies, psychological studies, that suggests that such scoring and grading students may be harmful for them in the long run. So, in wisdom teaching, in Pragyalay teaching, I suggest that please do not grade students, do not rank them, that you are the best, you are the worst, and do not compare. Instead, try to identify, try to discover these special, unique talents and encourage them to develop it further. And if you see some weakness, which is quite likely, quite possible, do not discuss in the class. You can suggest to the student, or not even suggest, but take steps. Those weaknesses can be improved upon, or how to shift their understanding of their own weaknesses and transform that into a strength. For example, children learn in different ways. Some children are visual learners, so they learn faster what they actually see happening. So for them, a demonstration, an experiment may be very effective, or drawing the pictures on the board, or showing them the pictures. That is helpful for them. Others may be more auditory learners, which means they learn by listening all the details and grasping and understanding. Even if their eyes are closed or they are looking somewhere else, but they are paying attention, you need to understand it. You observe that this student may have shifted his eyes a little bit away, but don't think that he is not concentrating. If he is listening, you can wake him up in the middle, and you will know that you ask a question while you are talking. In the middle you pause and ask the question. You might be surprised that the person who you think wasn't looking at you has not understood. You may be surprised that actually he may give you the right answer. Some students are doers. They are not that keen to learn by just watching, that's not enough, or listening, that's not enough. They want to do something. For them, one can develop certain projects to do, certain assignments that, okay, I give you these materials or puzzles, can you put them together so they know the map of the world or the solar system, or ask them to build something, building blocks. There are many toys and games available in the market nowadays, so make some of those available. And we have tried to make those available in many schools in the last year or so. So that is a good way to learn also. So if you find certain weakness in a student which is persistent, it is very systematic, same mistake repeated, and the student doesn't really grasp how to improve. That you can discuss with the family, with parents, that something happening at home that is bothering them and they are not able to concentrate, or the family occupation or business may be discouraging that or encouraging something else. So when you learn the context, you will learn the cause, and then you can find out certain remedies, certain inducement, certain encouragement. So with some of these tips and suggestions based on my own experience, I hope I have conveyed some, and there are many more to come. And look forward to speaking with you again with sharing certain ideas. Thank you for watching and listening.